comes the radio guy. With all new audio content for the broadcast industry. With voiceover talent, John Gale.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to a Friday edition of The Radio Guy. Hi, everybody. John Gale with you on this special live stream on Facebook Live as well as on YouTube. For the next 60 minutes, we will be doing some live radio broadcast audio production over the stream, which is pretty sweet. All the mistakes, all the great things, all the fun little techniques. We'll be showing it all. I'm a voiceover artist, have been for the last 30 years, have done a lot of great things in the past, audiobooks, character, animation, voices. Let's see, I've done audiobooks. I think I said that already. Of course, radio DJing and television and radio broadcasting, corporate narration, all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to do some live production today. I'm a part of the RFN, which is the Radio Forecast Network. We're a group of around 80 different voiceover artists, some of us meteorologists, some of us just broadcast professionals that produce weathercasts for around 220 radio stations across the United States. We're going to be doing just about 20 of those today over the next 60 minutes from all over the U.S., Texas to Louisiana, Florida to New York and Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kansas, all over the place. And we're going to get started right away with our very first station on the list, which happens to be WKAL. It's a news talk radio station located in Utica, New York, Oneida County, covering the cities of Rome and Utica. It's on 1450 AM News Talk, WKAL. They go by More Stimulating Talk. We are going to be using Adobe Audition CS 2020. It is our DAW, our digital audio workstation, as you can see behind my head right now. We have the music track for WKAL's Weatherbed in track 1, and we'll start with our recorder in track 2. But before we do, we want to make sure that we give you the opportunity to say hi. Give us a little thumbs up in the comment section below, especially if you are involved in radio broadcasting or audio editing or anything like that has to do with audio mixing, digital audio production. We would love to engage with you a little bit. Say hi below. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. We have folks from all over the world that have tuned in and followed us weekly here at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Radio Guy, and we encourage you to do so as well. And we want to welcome a couple folks today in the group. Dawson's in the house. Thank you, my son. Also, Anita Dakin, Thomas Dutra, and Thomas William Marshall are all here today on this Friday edition. Hope you are all doing well yourselves. Thank you for being here. All right, we're going to get started with our first forecast for WKAL. We're going to put 29 seconds on the clock. 29 seconds indeed. We'll switch over here to a forecast view as I've got my recorder going in track 2 of Adobe Audition. This is the read, and I'm going to let you read along with me. If you'd like, you can expand your phone and take a look. We're going to start with the open up at the top, and since it airs for this evening's forecast, we will start with tonight's weather day part, which begins right here from the National Weather Service. Tonight, Saturday night. That's probably going to be maybe Sunday morning is about all we're going to get through, and then we'll do this close here at the bottom. All the while, we got to take and pay attention to the clock ticking up to 30 or down from 30, however it works. All right, let's put 30 seconds on there and see what we've got. Starting our timer now. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. As we head into the evening, some showers likely overnight, becoming cloudy with a low temperature of 49. More showers possible on your Saturday morning with the temperature falling to around 9 a.m. To around 9 a.m. the temperature is going to fall. Right. Sure, John. Had a little gurgle in my throat as well, so that's okay. We'll reset the clock and try again. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. As we head into the evening, some showers likely by morning with a low temperature around 49. More showers possible on your Saturday early on with the temperature falling to around 9. Why do I keep saying with the temperature falling to around 9 a.m.? The temperature doesn't fall to 9 a.m. One more read. Oh, Johnny G, it's going to be one of those Fridays, I can tell. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. As we head into the evening, some showers likely by morning, a low temperature around 49. More rain showers possible on your Saturday by around 9 a.m., the temperature falling to about 50 degrees. Mostly cloudy Saturday evening, a low of 32, and sunny on Sunday, a high of 50. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. And that's the read that we want finally for WKAL. Let's go ahead and stop our recorder, trim off the front of the voiceover where we want it to begin, highlight everything else and delete it. We will drag back the weather forecast underneath the music bed for WKAL right here. Unmute the bed and bounce down both the audio files together as one. Adding some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast. As we head into the evening, some showers likely by morning, a low temperature around 49. More rain showers possible on your Saturday by around 9 a.m., the temperature falling to about 50 degrees. Mostly cloudy Saturday evening, a low of 32, and sunny on Sunday, a high of 50. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast. I'm John Gale. 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. All right, that sounds good for WKAL. As I trim this off, I'm just going to offer you the opportunity to, it's Ask a Question Friday. That's right. Over the next little while, you can go ahead and type in any question that you would like in regards to audio editing, any of the equipment that we use here, my microphone, what type of microphone, what type of software that we use, or how we do certain things, or a simple question like, what are you drinking in the coffee mug today? So anything that you'd like to know, personal or professional or otherwise, we'll be answering those questions here as we go along. So let's get ready to export this file. You can just go ahead and type those in the comment section. I'm going to name it and claim it here. I'm going to bring up my export file window. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to do that. We're going to name this WKAL AM ADR. And copy and paste that into the file name here. I evidently did not copy that. Okay, there we go. Now we just highlight and paste. There we go. Overwrite yesterday's forecast and now look for it in the E drive. WKAL, we just saved this as an MP3 file in our little local drive. WKAL's in the can. Let's go ahead and send that via FTP right over the internet to the automation computer there in Utica, Rome, New York. All right, we're going to move on now to the next station on the list because that one is on time and good job over there in their computer. And we can move from New York to Fairborn, Ohio, WGNZ. It's a music bed for them, so we will close out this template for WKAL and open up a brand new one. Multi-track template session for WGNZ. All right, and there's their track in track one, the music bed, my voice recording in real time. In the second track highlighted in red, I've got some denoise and some mastering effects on my microphone here. And we're going to give this guy a read. Let's see, we've got 28 seconds on the clock for this one. Airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. It's a Christian news talk station, WGNZ. They've got a little promotional close right here behind my head. We'll flip to that view and let you see it. Right down here at the bottom. So I need to be out by around 16. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening, some showers and thunderstorms likely early on, a low temperature around 40 degrees. Mostly cloudy, becoming sunny on your Saturday afternoon, a high only of 52. And partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 38. The WGNZ Fall Share-a-thon is October 29th through the 31st. Plan now to join us or donate online now at WGNZ.com. I'm John Gale for WGNZ, the staff weathercaster. That sounded like crap. Let's just add a quick close on that. The WGNZ Fall Share-a-thon is October 29th through the 31st. Plan now to join us or donate online now at WGNZ.com. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. All right, that was better. I got a little confused there at the back side of the thing. So we will go ahead and trim out the voiceover and fix that little ending. Do a little crossfade, trim it up. It'll be great. All right, pull this back. Fix it in the post. That's what they always say. Looky here, WGNZ.com. I'm John. The WGNZ Fall. Right there. So the WGNZ Fall Share-a-thon is where we want to put a real quick trim right here. Alrighty, and then we'll find the next one, which I believe is right there. Highlight and get rid of that. And we'll pull this back. Here we go. And we could either butt it up against or we can do a little crossfade. It doesn't look too unnatural the way it is. I'm going to do a little crossfade though, all right? There. Just like that, all right? Now let's see what we can come up with as we unmute the music. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Unmute the music bed. Now we can bounce down both the audio files together as one. Add some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen here. Listen to that new close. Here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening, some showers. All right, that was not good. I didn't line this up properly in the front. So we've got the stinger in the front there. As the stinger begins to fade, that's where the voiceover begins. Okay, that's how we want that to look. Now let's widen out. Re-pull back this puppy. Zoom in again a little tighter. Add that cross that we want. Looks good. Bounce down again, add the mastering effects. Let's listen. Here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening, some showers and thunderstorms likely early on, a low temperature around 40 degrees. Mostly cloudy, becoming sunny on your Saturday afternoon, a high only of 52, and partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 38. The WGNZ Fall Share-a-thon is October 29th through the 31st. Plan now to join us or donate online now at WGNZ.com. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. All right, good. We will add, I don't know what happened there on the end of that. That might be on my mic. Let's look. No. Little digital glitch. Let's rebounce down. It's still there. That's weird. All right, we'll cut it out, and we'll just add a quick fade over on the end of this and fix that. So there's a little glitch. Did you hear it at the very end? If we go up to our favorites tool, we've just highlighted the end of the jingle. We're going to add a quick fade on that over again. And over. Gale. That's better. Okay. All right, and this guy is ready to be exported to WGNZ Radio in Fairborn, Ohio. The way we're going to do that is Control-Shift-E. That brings up the export file window. Basically copy and paste the file name, WGNZ AM80R right here. I hope you're having a terrific Friday. If you're just now tuning in, we are doing some live radio broadcast audio production as we do every single weekday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time here on Facebook Live on the Radio Guy page, as well as on our YouTube channel, also called The Radio Guy. You can subscribe to us there. You'll get notifications and be the first one to know that we've loaded up brand new live content as we produce radio and audio production daily here. All right, we're going to send this one via FTP. It's going over the internet as we speak right now to WGNZ. On time, good job. We're going to move on from Ohio to Brookfield, Missouri. KULH is up next, and it has a different music bed, so we're going to open up a pre-created multi-track template session that we made many months ago for KULH-FM, opening up that track. Track 1 has the music bed. Track 2, my voiceover. This is for a CCM, a Christian Contemporary radio format, airing this afternoon between 3 and 6 p.m. We've got a freeze warning in effect until, let's see, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We need to talk about that. And we have 28 to 32 seconds for this puppy. Here we go. Let's see what we got. We'll switch over to the forecast view and let you read along with me here. Starting up at the opener, up at the top. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm Weatherbug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, some widespread frost expected by morning. Chilly temperatures, a low around 29. That frost will burn off by Saturday around 11 a.m., becoming mostly sunny, but our high will only be reaching 48 degrees. Increasing clouds Saturday night, again a bit chilly, a low of 36. A chance of some rain on your Sunday afternoon, becoming cloudy with a high of 45. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, that'll be good. There's a little pause I'm going to pull out. So we will switch back to the Adobe editing view here, trim off the front of the voiceover for the weather forecast as it begins for KULH-FM Brookfield. All right, this is a little stinger here, so we're going to line it up after that sting begins to ramp down, begins to fade out. Let's find that error over here in the bottom and do some trimming here. We'll only be reaching 48 degrees. Increasing clouds Saturday night, again a bit chilly, a low of 36. All right, right there, there's an unnatural pause right before that. That's what I'm talking about. You can see it right there. We will just trim and do a cross fade. That's a quick fix for this. Zoom in a little tighter. We're just not making another trim there. going to pull this over, see what I'm doing. I'm cross-fading one audio file over the next, in this case kind of taking out that long pause. And then there's another one right here. Okay, so we'll do the same thing right here. And let's see where that gets us. Yeah, that's perfect. Where's the 30? All right, that gets us to the 32. That's pretty close to where we need to be. Let's scroll back. Unmute the music bed. We'll bounce down both the audio files together as one, combining them, mixing them, marrying them. The voiceover and the music bed, that is. Adding some mastering and effects, and let's take a listen here to the finished product. Take a listen particularly to the end there and those crossfades that I created. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, some widespread frost expected by morning. Chilly temperatures, a low around 29. That frost will burn off by Saturday around 11 a.m., becoming mostly sunny, but our high will only be reaching 48 degrees. Increasing clouds Saturday night, again a bit chilly, a low of 36. A chance of some rain on your Sunday afternoon, becoming cloudy with a high of 45. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, that's good, and it sounded good with those natural little crossfades. See how great that can sound when you do some easy little quick edits on the fly. All right, well, we're going to highlight the end of the jingle bed, trim off the rest of that jingle that we don't need, and go up to our favorites tab. Up at the top of Adobe Audition, you'll find it about halfway down. Whatever we've highlighted there in white, we're going to do a quick fade out using the effects tool, effects fade there. Clear that out, and we've got a nice little fade. There's another way to do that here using this tool. You can just go like this and fade out. I don't particularly like the sound of that all the time, so I'm not going to use it today. And in the very front, we will trim off the millisecond or so of dead air and Control-Shift-E. This guy is ready to be exported to KULH-FM. Brookfield, Missouri's in the can. We will overwrite yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Missouri. Let's go ahead and find it here at the E drive and send it on its way. We're doing some live radio broadcast audio production. We encourage you to share and share alike. Just hit that little arrow button up below me or above me. I'm not sure where it's at there, depending on what, if you're using a desktop or if you're using a phone. But anyway, if you hit that little arrow button, you can share it to maybe a group page, your own personal page. If you follow a radio group page, that's a great way to get the word out about us, and it helps us to grow our community here at the Radio Guy. We've got about a faithful 500 viewers that have followed us, and that's pretty sweet. We really appreciate your support. K-E-I-E. I'm getting so confused with all these Ks. K-Is, K-Us, and K-Es. We're going to close out this multi-track template session for KULH and open up another dry read for KEYE in Louisiana. This is a new station that has come on board here the last week. We're doing two reads for them. A first read will be for heading into the evening, and the other one will be for an overnight read for KEYE Country, airing today. This first forecast between 3 and 6 p.m. A freeze warning in effect until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here we go. Starting our timer now. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. That freeze warning in effect until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Otherwise, this evening, clear with wind chill values between 17 and 22 degrees. Our actual low temper... poopies. Reset and try again. Here we go. Here's the forecast from KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head in from the... Reset. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. That freeze warning in effect until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies expected tonight. Chilly temperatures, a low of 26, but the wind chill values will make it feel between 17 and 22 degrees. Sunny on your Saturday, a high reaching 68, and partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 38. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. All right, that's a pretty good read right there. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Adobe editing view and trim out the voiceover for the weathercast. Highlight everything else on the mistakes that we made there and pull back. Lining it up. Whoop, don't mean to keep adding those. Whenever you click on the mouse and you're in the razor tool up at the top, you'll get a little clip, and you don't want to do that. All right, we're going to bounce down this audio file to its own new audio track and add some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen. Here we go. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. That freeze warning in effect until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies expected tonight. Chilly temperatures, a low of 26, but the wind chill values will make it feel between 17 and 22 degrees. Sunny on your Saturday, a high reaching 68, and partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 38. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug. I don't like that 22 degrees. I kind of swallowed a little word there. I'm not sure, but I'm going to let it roll for today. KEYE is in the can. Just going to copy and paste the file name here into the export file window. KEYE AM80R. Overriding yesterday's forecast, and now we'll look for Louisiana's weather here in my E drive. All right, we just saved it as the MP3 for the afternoon drive. There it is. Open it up, hit the FTP button. Oh, something's funky. Let's check that again. All right, let's look here. KEYE. Today is the 23rd. Where'd it go? KEYE. AM. All right, I think I put the wrong, I put FM in there. That's why. All right, we haven't done the FM yet. See those little mistakes? That's why I love the RFN software behind my head, because it basically will not let me make a mistake. I really like that. Otherwise, I'd be sending the wrong file, and the file's everywhere. And we don't want that. All right, we're going to move on to KEYE's FM signal. It's called My FM. Again, it's a dry read, 25 seconds on the clock, and it is for Louisiana, covering the city of Perryton. No, this is actually, this is not Louisiana. This is Texas. So we have one in Louisiana and one in Texas. That's pretty cool. KEYE FM. All right, 25 seconds on the clock. Let's switch to the tiny camera view here and do My FM weather. Freeze warning again, 9 a.m. Here we go. From the My FM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, that freeze warning in effect until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies tonight. Chilly temperatures, a low of 26, but wind chill values making it feel between 17 and 22 degrees. It'll be sunny and nicer on Saturday, a high reaching 68, but partly cloudy Saturday night. Again, a bit cool, a low of 38. I'm John Gale from Perryton's great music station. I'm John Gale from Perryton's great music station, 93.7 My FM. All right, good. Now I'm going to try to do something funky here. Trim it out. Scroll back and bounce it down. Add our mastering and compression. Let's find that mistake. Oh, of 38. I'm John Gale from right there. I'm John Gale. There's my laugh. Whatever I did there. There's the new I'm John Gale. Trim off all this, just basically cutting it out. And 38. I'm John Gale from Perryton's great music station, 93.7 My FM. All right, good. And we're a little over. We're going to trim up real tight and do a little bit of some digital compression on this, dropping out a second of the time. How are we going to do that? Oh, we're learning so much today. Go up to our effects tab under time and pitch. Down at the bottom, we want the drop-down menu stretch and pitch process. We're going to change the current duration, 26.3. It needs to be a 25-second read exactly. So we're just going to type in the new duration box, 25.000. Hit apply, boom, shakalaka, boom. That becomes a perfect 25 without changing the pitch of my voice, just the speed. So it's compressing everything and taking the time out of the spaces in between. Pretty sweet. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut. We're ready to send this guy on its way to Texas, Perryton to be exact. KEYE-FM is in the can. Got to copy and paste the file name here. Into my export file window, overwrite yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather. Now we'll look for it here, and I'll make sure that I've got the right one. You've got the right one, baby. KEYE-FM, AM80R. There it is. Hit the FTP button, and off it goes over the internet. On time, good job to Texas. Now we can move on to KIUL. KIUL-AM in Wichita, Western Kansas. This is Garden City, Scott City, and Sublet. It is another dry read, so we're just going to keep the multi-track template session up and delete the audio file in track 1. starting the recorder again behind my head there. You can see it highlighting in red there as I speak. 30 seconds on the clock for this one, airing today between 6 and midnight. This is Central Standard Time, freeze warning in effect until 10 a.m. on your Saturday. Here we go. Starting our timer now. Here we go. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. A freeze warning in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Otherwise tonight, mostly clear skies. Some light winds out of our northeast and a low temperature, a chilly 26 degrees. Sunny and cool on your Saturday, a bit breezy as well. A high only reaching 59. And I don't like how this one's going. Let's start again. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening as we head into the... One more. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. A freeze warning in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Otherwise tonight, clear skies, light winds out of our northeast, and a chilly low of 26 degrees. Sunny and cool on your Saturday, a bit breezy in the afternoon, a high reaching 59, and increasing cloudiness Saturday night, gusting winds and a low of 33. Cloudy on your Sunday, still a bit windy with a high reaching 38. From the Wave Center, from the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Need to add a Sunday night. Sunday night, a slight chance of snow, a low of 16. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, we'll see how that goes. Go ahead and find the front. Let's look at it and trim it out. Sometimes when you get too many little edits going like this, it's better to start over. I'm kind of at my limit right about there. Let's go ahead and switch over here to the Adobe editing view. Find a mistake here at the backside. Cloudy on your Sunday, still a bit windy with a high reaching 38. Right there. Okay, zoom in here tight. This is going to be a little mistake right there. Then we'll come in with Sunday night into the close, and that gets us right to the 30 mark. All right, now we'll add some mastering here. Zoom in real tight to the front side. We might have to do the digital compression here on this one. You know what I can do? I can just take out a breath probably and fix that. There's a long breath here on the front side of things right here. See this long breath? Watch this. Boom. I'll just take out a large portion of the breath. And that gets us to just right below 30 here at the end. So we're good to go. Let's take a listen to the finished product with all those great little edits in there. Here we go. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. A freeze warning in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Otherwise tonight, clear skies, light winds out of our northeast, and a chilly low of 26 degrees. Sunny and cool on your Saturday, a bit breezy in the afternoon, a high reaching 59, and increasing cloudiness Saturday night, gusting winds and a low of 33. Cloudy on your Sunday, still a bit windy with a high reaching 38. Sunday night, a slight chance of snow, a low of 16. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this. All right, looks good. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to go ahead and send this on to KIUL. First, we have to save it to our E drive, and we're going to save it here as an MP3 in this case with the sample type 44100 hertz, 16-bit. The format setting is 128 kilobytes per second, constant bit rate as an MP3. All right, let's go ahead and save that. Overwrite yesterday's forecast. Now we'll switch views here. Find it in my E drive as the MP3 we just saved it. A little 5 terabyte SSD drive I've got inside my computer. Kind of like a giant thumb drive there. Off it goes over the internet to Western Kansas. And now we can move back to Texas, KKGM. It's another dry read for Dallas and Fort Worth. This is a Southern Gospel Signal, 16:30 a.m. And we will put, 20 seconds on the clock as the National Weather Service populates this forecast. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into our evening, mostly cloudy skies expected with some gusting winds out of the north, a low temperature around 43. Mostly cloudy on your Saturday, becoming sunny, a high reaching 64, and clear skies Saturday evening, a low temperature of 56 degrees. All right, and that, my friends, is a one-take Johnny G. Yes, sirree. We like to celebrate those with some confetti and some New Year's Eve horns. We'll scroll back to the front of the forecast here, cutting it out using our razor tool in our digital audio workstation. Adobe Audition CS 2020. Go ahead and bounce it down, add those effects. Let's listen here. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into our evening. Mostly cloudy skies expected with some gusting winds out of the north. A low temperature around 43. Mostly cloudy on your Saturday, becoming sunny. A high reaching 64. And clear skies Saturday evening. A low temperature of 56 degrees. I know you've been waiting all this time to do a Pac-Man emoji love, haven't you, Anita? Appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much for your support. All right, we like to do that every time we get a one take. We celebrate with some emojis, and then I try to catch them with my mouth, like Pac-Man. I know I'm not right in the head. I just haven't been for a while. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut for Adobe Audition CS 2020. We like to have fun here on the Radio Guy as we do each and every weekday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Hey, we're going to try again to be doing some live voice tracking. We haven't been able to the last couple of weekends. We've had some great technical difficulties with the station playlist remote voice tracking software that we use. But I do the afternoon drive, the afternoon and evening drive for tnnradio.com, which is a country format, new country format on the internet. And we do all the voice tracking. So if you haven't heard of voice tracking, basically it enables a disc jockey to do an entire shift in a very short order of time. Matter of fact, very, very short. I can do about 6 hours in close to around less than 30 minutes. So it's pretty cool. It does take a lot of prep work ahead of time, though, and that I do kind of behind the scenes. KKGM is the file name for the MP3 we just saved for Dallas and Fort Worth. We have found that, and we'll send it via FTP over the internet. On time, good job. I say all that because we're going to try to do a live stream of the voice tracking on Sunday afternoon. So check us out. Make sure you follow us, and you'll find out when it comes across because we'll send notifications out. All right, WTBH is up next, Chiefland, Florida station. Levi, home county of station. This is Dixie and Gilchrist. We're going to close out the dry read template and open up a brand new one for WTBH that includes their jingle bed here in track 1. Okay. You guys are being quiet again in the comment section. Any questions? Come on now. Let's engage one another a little bit. Give us something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. All right, switch to the tiny camera view here. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. This forecast airing between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time for a Christian radio station, 91.5 FM, Joyful Sounds Radio. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Some showers early on, a possible thunderstorm by morning. Our low temperature around 68 degrees. A slight chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on your Saturday, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 85. A chance of some showers again early on Saturday night, a low of 67. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, we're a little early on this read, but I think we'll be okay. With the music bed, it'll sound pretty decent. Let's go ahead and call it a one-take Johnny G. We'll trim it up using the razor tool while we listen to the confetti and the horns. Confetti doesn't make much sound to listen to, does it? It's kind of like as it falls. Scrolling it back, we will pull this forward a little bit in time, unmute the music bed. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, that looks good. Bounce down both the audio files together as one. Adding some mastering and effects. Thank you very much for the Pac-Man emoji love. And let's take a listen as we will be trimming off the end of the jingle bed, adding a fade and sending it to Florida. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Some showers early on, a possible thunderstorm by morning. Our low temperature around 68 degrees. A slight chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on your Saturday, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 85. A chance of some showers again early on Saturday night, a low of 67. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, looks good right there. We're going to add a trim off right there and do a quick fade on the end of this again. This time let's use our little block tool, okay? So up here in the corner we've got a little square with a couple triangles on it, showing you the direction. There's different fades that we can do here. We can do a hold Alt key. We'll do a symmetric fade, a hold control key will change the fade shape, and a hold shift key will fix either the fade duration or the shape. So let's do the hold shift key. Drag here. There we go. See the fade out? Something like that, I think, is probably pretty right on. Yeah, that looks good. All right. We will clear that selection out. I still like using the effects tool a little bit easier than that. We'll scroll to the front here and pull off a couple milliseconds of nothing. And this guy, this production is ready to be sent on its way via FTP. But first we have to save it as an MP3 to our E drive. WTBH FM EV for evening here is the file name that we need. Just going to copy and paste that here. Control C and Control V if you didn't know. Overriding yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Florida. We will find it. WTBH. Behind my head here, and there it is. Hit that FTP button. File transfer protocol like a giant Dropbox in the sky. Off it goes over the internet. On time, good job. We're going to move on to another news signal to the radio guy this week. It's WTYJ and WMIS Weather Lab in Louisiana. This is a dry template, so we will close out this multi-track template session and open up a dry read. It just has some denoise and some mastering on my microphone. And this one airs today between 4 p.m. and 6 a.m. Quite a long time frame there. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Let's give it our best. Here we go. Here we go. Let's switch to the forecast view. Let you read along with me, okay? From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight. One more read. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy. Our low temperature around 63. It'll be partly sunny on our Saturday. Nice day, a high of 71. Partly cloudy Saturday night. Light winds out of our north and northeast, a low temperature around 59. And sunny again on your Sunday, a high reaching 80 degrees. That it. Partly cloudy Sunday night, a low of 65. This is John Gale reporting. All right, that looks good there. Again, a little warble at the back side of things. I was looking at the timer. Let's find the front end of the forecast here in Adobe Audition. We'll trim all that up and do a little crossfade and fix it in the mix. Here we go, as we say. Fix it in the mix. Pull her back. On your Sunday, a high reaching 80 degrees. That it. Partly cloudy Sunday night, a low of 65. This is John Gale reporting. All right, that looks good. All right, so this little bit right here is what we want out. And we'll just do... When you see a little breath in like that, there's a natural sound to that, and you can see the actual wave file there, the audio file there, the waveform as it creates a, okay. If you trim all that out, you'll see here what that happens. It makes it sound a little more natural when you cut stuff out. Degrees. Partly cloudy sun. You know, there's two of them there that we don't need. So let's go back. We'll undelete that. I'm going to take out the big breath and just leave the little one. So it'll sound a little bit more natural. Listen again. 80 degrees. Partly cloudy Sunday night, a low of 65. This is John Gale. All right, there we go. That sounds pretty good. Go ahead and Hakuna Matata, fix the end there, both sides of this. So it will trigger right into the forecast. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, a chance of some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning, becoming mostly cloudy. Our low temperature around 63. It'll be partly sunny on our Saturday. Nice day, a high of 71. Partly cloudy Saturday night. Light winds out of our north and northeast, a low temperature around 59. And sunny again on your Sunday, a high reaching 80 degrees. Partly cloudy Sunday night, a low of 65. This is John Gale reporting. All right. The flow of that wasn't the best in the world, but that's all right. We'll keep it for this read. WTYJ-FM is in the can. Going to copy and paste the file name here. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we'll flip sides here to the left screen and find this WTYJ FM AD4. There it is. Today is the 23rd of October. Cannot believe how fast this month has been flying by. It will be Christmas. Let's just say we're a week away from radio stations starting to play Christmas music. Think about it. A lot of radio stations start on, October 31st, November 1st. We're just a week away. All right, TYJ is in the can. We're going to move on to WGRI here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This has got a jingle bed, so we will flip over to a new multi-track template session, closing out this one for WTYJ. And we will open up a brand. Let's see, is that just a dry read? We don't want the dry read. We're going to close out the whole thing. Yep. Close out the whole puppy. Open up a template for WGRI, Cincinnati. Weather. This is an AM Christian news talk station. Hey, Scott Hall. Welcome, my friend. Glad you're with us today. Long time no talk to, Scott. 24 seconds on the clock for this guy, airing today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time on 1050 AM WGRI. Here we go. Here locally, Cincinnati area. Inspiration Station. Starting our timer now. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, a possible shower and thunderstorm expected by morning. Gusting winds and a low temperature around 44. It'll become partly sunny on your Saturday, not so warm, a high only reaching 55. And mostly cloudy Saturday night with a low temperature around 41. Mostly cloudy Sunday, a high of 56. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, good read there. I just had a little delay there and when I was reading, so I just added a quick end on that. We will trim off, switch to the Adobe editing view here, get rid of everything else but the forecast. Here's that the low temperature around 41. Okay, low temperature around 41 is where we want the trim to finish. I'm going to do it a little early. Going to do a crossfade here instead, pulling out the rest of this pause. We're just going to crossfade the end, the little close, over that little breath right there, making that sound a little bit more natural. Mostly cloudy Sunday. A little bit more would be better, I think. Let's listen again. 1. Mostly cloudy Sunday, a high of 56 from the Inspiration. Not quite as natural as I would like. Let's go back. 41. Mostly cloudy Sunday, a high of... That's good. All right, we will unmute the music bed now for WGRI and bounce down both the audio files together as one, adding some mastering effects. Rosa says she's ready for the Christmas music. Me too. I tell you what, I've been ready for Christmas music since about June. Yeah, June. Matter of fact, there were some radio stations when the coronavirus first came out, gang. I don't know if you remember. There were a few radio stations across the U.S. just to build morale that were playing Christmas music. I know a good friend of mine, Eric Allen in Indiana. He was my boss for Gale for a couple of years. He worked for a station B105, I believe, in Indianapolis area, perhaps. And they were playing Christmas music in June. Let's take a listen to this read. Here for Cincinnati, WGRI. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, a possible shower and thunderstorm expected by morning. Gusting winds and a low temperature around 44. It'll become partly sunny on your Saturday, not so warm, a high only reaching 55. And mostly cloudy Saturday night with a low temperature around 41. Mostly cloudy Sunday, a high of 56. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, so you can see how that crossfade worked very well in that case. Couldn't even hear any little glitch or any treble at all. Just going to trim off the fade there at the end and make sure this triggers right on top of the music bed. Just a little millisecond we can take out on the front side of things. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to go ahead and save WGRI's weathercast to my E drive as an MP3 file. As a 128 kilobytes per second, constant bitrate MP3. Anybody remember what MP3 stands for? It's Motion Picture Export Group. In this case, 0.3, or the 3 means audio only. The original animation videos, like GIFs, were MPEGs, MPEGs, and then came MPEG 2, And then MPEG-3 is the audio. MPEG-4 is now kind of the standard, one of the standard MPG video formats. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to go ahead and save this file to WGRI. Going to name it and claim it here. Overwrite yesterday's forecast. And we will find it here in the E drive we just saved it as. And send it on its way to WGRI. My kid thinks it's funny to watch Hallmark Christmas year-round. I don't watch TV. Yeah, I hear you, Rosa. My wife is a huge When Calls the Heart fan on the Hallmark Channel, which is kind of an updated Little House on the Prairie kind of version, a little set further ahead in time a bit, but very wholesome kind of little show she loves to watch. And of course, she does start watching the Christmas movies. I think they've started doing Christmas already there on the Hallmark Channel. All right, off it goes to WGRI. We're going to move on to Dayton's HKO, part of Cox Broadcasting Group. WHIO, this is WHKO, which is their urban station. We will open up a pre-created multi-track template session for this read. This has a particularly funky music bed behind it. We like to dance a little Elaine dance from Seinfeld to this one. Airing today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. We'll switch to the forecast view. You guys can read along with me starting at the open. We'll go tonight through probably Sunday night, and that's it. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning. Our low temperature around 40 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Saturday, becoming sunny in the afternoon with a high of 53. Partly cloudy Saturday night, light winds out of our northeast and a low temperature, a chilly 38. Partly sunny on Saturday with a high reaching 55 and a chance of showers Sunday night, a low of 46. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. And that is a perfect one-take read for WHKO FM. Using the razor tool, we'll trim out the voiceover, line it up directly underneath the music bed, listen to this music bed, get out your dance shoes, we'll bounce it down and add some mastering effects. Come on, everybody, let's dance like Elaine. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning. Our low temperature around 40 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Saturday, becoming sunny in the afternoon with a high of 53. Partly cloudy Saturday night, light winds out of our northeast and a low temperature, a chilly 38. Partly sunny on Saturday with a high reaching 55 and a chance of showers Sunday night, a low of 46. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. All right, I want to be out a little sooner if I can on that. Let's do a little crossfade action and trim close here. I just like the music being out before, the voice being out before the music does. It just sounds much better to me. So we'll quick just add some of those. Do a little more crossfade action on some of the breaths. I'm looking for some long breaths and not really finding many. There's one right there. Zoom in a bit tighter. It's only going to give us a millisecond or so off, but you add a few of those together. And you take out a good second, or a half a second. So here's a couple good ones right here. And right here. You guys can grade my editing skills here. That's better. And see, the music then will go out after the voiceover. Rebounds down, add the mastering again. Let's listen. I just want to listen for those crossfades. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning. Our low temperature around 40 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Saturday, becoming sunny in the afternoon with a high of 53. Partly cloudy Saturday night, light winds out of our northeast and a low temperature, a chilly 38. Partly sunny on Saturday with a high reaching 55 and a chance of showers Sunday night, a low of 46. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. From the 24-hour Miami Valley. See, it just sounds just so much more better when the music ends it. I don't know why. It's just kind of a brain thing, I guess. I don't know. Scrolling back, this one is ready to be exported to WHKO. WHKO's in the can. Let's go ahead and find it. Whoops, where are we going here, Johnny G? All right, WHKO, get the file name from behind my head. We'll flip to a tiny camera view here, name it and claim it here. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut, of course, for Windows to bring up the export file block in Adobe Audition CS 2020, our digital audio workstation. There we can overwrite yesterday's forecast. Otherwise, I'd have a folder full of them with little added additional numbers. It'd be a real problem to try to fix, so I just go over each day with a new one. WHKO, right there, right behind my head. Finding it as an MP3, and off it goes via FTP over the internet. Okay, we're going to move on from Dayton down to Cincinnati. WCVX is up next. It's a different jingle bed, so we will open up a new multi-track template session for them. AM Christian Talk, 1160. WCVX. I hope you're having a great and fantastic week. I can't believe how warm it is getting here in Ohio, southwestern Ohio. We're going to be close to 80 degrees again. We had a little chill down. Now it's back up to that Indian summer, I guess you call it. Maybe that's not politically correct. I'm not sure. 30 seconds on the clock. This forecast airs today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. Long promotional outro. Give you the forecast view. Let's give it a shot. Starting our timer now. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, showers and thunderstorms early on with a possible shower by morning. Some gusting winds and a low temperature around 44. It will become partly sunny on your Saturday. Light winds out of the northeast and a low temperature. Nope, let's do another read. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, showers and thunderstorms early on with a possible shower expected by morning. A low temperature around 44. Some gusting winds overnight, becoming partly sunny on your Saturday with a high reaching 55. Mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 41. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, that's a good read there for WCVX. Yes, sir. Switch over here to the Adobe editing view. Let's find that best forecast. Right there's the start. Trim it out with the razor tool. Highlight and delete everything else. Drag her back, unmute the music bed. Bounce down both the audio files together as one. A little bit of something funky going on the end here. Not quite sure what that is. We will check it out. I think this is just me talking and I didn't trim it. Let's listen. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, showers and thunderstorms early on with a possible shower expected by morning. A low temperature around 44. Some gusting winds overnight, becoming partly sunny on your Saturday with a high reaching 55. Mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 41. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, yeah, that's just nothing there. So we'll go ahead and trim off all this. And this right here, too. I don't like that little clip, that little whip. Right here. Trim off the front so it triggers right on time. Control-Shift-E. Raising up the export file block here. Little window that we type in the file name, WCVX-AM. EV for evening. We will overwrite Cincinnati's forecast for yesterday. Put a new one in there, and now we can find it as the MP3 we just saved in my local here eDrive, and we will send it on its way over the internet to their automation computer, where it will then trigger on later this afternoon when they want it to for their weather forecast between 6 and midnight, rather, tonight. All right, we're going to move on to WPLK. PLK is in Palatka, Florida. This is a nostalgia station, one of those we play anything kind of stations. They've got their own jingle bed that we will open up in a pre-created multi-track template session with their music bed in track 1, my voiceover in track 2. This forecast airs tonight between 6 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 800 AM and 98.3 FM Palatka. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. All right, we got some patchy fog by morning. These always confuse me because of where they place them. The meteorologists who write the forecast, they always put weird things at the front when normally you don't read that way. You read chronologically. People want to hear things chronologically, and it's kind of like an engineer's brain. They'll say patchy fog after 3 a.m., Otherwise, mostly cloudy. So we want to say mostly cloudy skies overnight with some patchy fog by morning. That's how you kind of want to change it up. All right, let's a little bit of some insight into how my brain works anyway. Let's see what we can come up with, starting our timer now. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies expected with some patchy fog by morning, a low temperature of 68 degrees. There'll be a chance of some showers and thunderstorms on your Saturday afternoon, otherwise mostly sunny skies with a high of 86. Cloudy again Saturday night, light winds out of our east and a low temperature of 69. Sunny skies on Sunday with some patchy fog in the morning, a high reaching 85. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. All right, I don't like the read. All right, Richard Rockman in the house is asking, hey, how did you get started in radio? You are super talented. Well, thank you for the compliment. I wouldn't call myself super talented, but after 30-some years, you kind of learn a couple things. How did I get started in radio? I'll tell you what, Richard, I just loved everything about radio as a child. I used to play DJ in my house with a couple of walkie-talkies, one in my sister's restroom and the other in my bedroom, and I would play records over my little long-playing record player in my home in my bedroom there and pretend to be a DJ. Then I really started to have an interest in weather, actually, weather forecasting in my pre-teen years. So this kind of stuck with me all through the time, something I just wanted to be. In high school, we had the opportunity to run a 10-watt high school radio station. First, I went to two different high schools, Alter High School, my freshman and sophomore year. And back in that day, you still had to get your FCC license, which was a huge, big ordeal, big, long test that you had to take, which I did and passed, and did my own little shift on that little 10-watt station. And then I went on to Centerville High School my junior and senior year, and they had a vocational radio broadcasting course there, a whole radio station that they ran with a couple of great teachers, Jeffrey Dunn, who is now, I believe, he's retired, but he was the editor of Charisma magazine out in Oklahoma. He was my teacher in high school my junior year, and then Ken Carper, who was, I think he's still living as well. Was my senior year teacher there at WCWT Radio. And then from there, I got my first job in radio at WBZI, a country station, doing middays. And then, just kept growing. Started doing voiceover work about 25 years ago. And there we go. That's pretty much it, man. You got it in a nutshell. Let's do this read one more time. Here we go. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our east with some patchy fog expected by morning, a low temperature around 68. A chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 86. Mostly cloudy skies expected Saturday evening, a low of 69, and some patchy fog on your Sunday morning, becoming sunny with a high of 85. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. All right, that's the read that we want for WPLK. Let's go ahead and trim it out, and we'll find the front of the forecast here. Let's do this read. All right, here we go. Right there's the front. Trim it out. Get rid of all that hyperbole. Scroll her back. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both the audio files together. Add some mastering and effects. What about you, Richard? Have you worked in radio broadcasting or audio editing, or what's your background about? From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our east with some patchy fog expected by morning, a low temperature around 68. A chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Saturday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 86. Mostly cloudy skies expected Saturday evening, a low of 69, and some patchy fog on your Sunday morning, becoming sunny with a high of 85. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. All right, their music bed just does fade out early, so I can't do anything about fixing that. Let's go ahead and scroll back to the front, little breath that we can take out right before the music begins. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to raise up the export file window. We're going to name this WPLK, and move on to our next signal on the list. Palatka is in the can. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we will look for it here in the E-Drive and send it on its way to Florida. WPLK. So, Richard, I don't know, you walked out on me or what, but yeah, here he goes. I used to do editing and programming at my high school station, mostly behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah. That's how I started too, my friend. WPLK. All right, let's move on to KIMX. This is a dual read for two different cities, Laramie and Cheyenne, Wyoming. KIMX is a CHR format. It's an FM signal there in Cheyenne, Wyoming. We'll start our recorder now. If both of these forecasts for both cities are similar enough, we can do them, combining them together. We've got windy, chance of rain, windy, 25, 22, 20, 54, 56, 6, and 8. Yeah, that's pretty close. We'll do them as one read, okay? 4 to 6 p.m. tonight, Mountain Time, 26 seconds on the clock. Here we go. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies expected, some light winds out of our south, and a low temperature in the low 20s. It will be mostly cloudy on our Saturday, a bit breezy with a high in the upper 50s, and some rain and snow likely Saturday night, a low temperature in the teens. Snow on Sunday with a high in the mid-teens, and Sunday night, snow. Don't like that read. Let's do another one. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies with a high near tonight. Nope, one more. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our south, and a low temperature in the 20s. Mostly cloudy on your Saturday, a bit breezy with a high in the upper 50s, and some rain and snow likely overnight Saturday evening, a low temperature around 10. Don't like that either. All right, one more read. I'm almost there, guys. This is a weird one with the snow and everything, the way they've got this worded. They've got accumulation 1 to 2 inches possible. I better say that. Here we go. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low temperature in the low 20s. It will be mostly cloudy and breezy on Saturday, a high in the upper 50s, and some rain and snow overnight Saturday evening, accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible, a low temperature around 8. Sunny on Sunday, a high of 14. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, that one is the one that we want for KIMX. We'll switch over here to the editing tool and trim it out using the razor. Just like an old splicing block on a reel-to-reel tape, we will line this guy up as the music bed stinger begins to ramp down in volume. Go back just a little bit more, like there. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both the audio files together as one, add some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen here. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low temperature in the low 20s. It will be mostly cloudy and breezy on Saturday, a high in the upper 50s, and some rain and snow overnight Saturday evening, accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible, a low temperature around 8. Sunny on Sunday, a high of 14. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. A high of 8. I mean, I'm sorry, but that is way too cold for October. That's why I don't live in the desert. Right? Oh my goodness. Craziness out there. We are ready to go ahead and export this file to KIMX Radio, CHR station in Laramie and Cheyenne, Wyoming. It is in the can. We are ready to overwrite yesterday's forecast and send it on its way over the internet via FTP. KIMX. There she blows, and off she goes. All right. Hit that FTP button. Come on, Johnny G. Let's move on to their sister station, K-Hat Radio, K-Hat FM. Or this, let's see, this might be an AM station, K-Hat. Yeah, no, it's FM as well. K-Hat FM has their own jingle bed. It's a new country format. We will open up a pre-created multi-track template session for them, starting our recorder there. Again, 4 to midnight Mountain Time, same dual read for Laramie and Cheyenne, so we will just do this bottom read for 96.7 FM. 2 seconds shorter on this one, just 24 seconds on the clock. Let's see what we got. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our south, a low temperature in the low 20s. It will be mostly cloudy on your Saturday, a bit breezy with a high in the upper 50s, and some rain and snow showers Saturday night, new accumulation up to 2 inches possible, a low temperature of 8 degrees. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. Looks good there, and that's a one take for K-Hat Radio FM. We've had just a few of those today. Man, yesterday we were one take after one take, and today, not so much. We will scroll back in Adobe Editing, let you see this editing process up close and personal. This is a donut here. As the stinger on the front begins to fade, that's where we want the voiceover to begin. That will be right about there. Let's zoom in a little tighter. We can come back with just a hair more. All right. Unmute the music bed. We will bounce down both the audio files together as one, add some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen. Here we go. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our south, a low temperature in the low 20s. It will be mostly cloudy on your Saturday, a bit breezy with a high in the upper 50s, and some rain and snow showers Saturday night, new accumulation up to 2 inches possible, a low temperature of 8 degrees. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. Great little ramp up there at the end of that sting. Sounded great. We'll zoom in real tight, just a little millisecond of nothing on the front side. And where are we at on the back? The same here on the back. Wait. Something funky happening there. Let's get rid of that. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to bring up the export file. Window, we were going to name it and make it an MP3. K-Hat FM EV is the file name that we need. We're going to overwrite yesterday's forecast, switch views, and look for it here in the E drive and send it on its way to K-Hat Radio, K-Hat FM, New Country. And off she goes to Cheyenne, Wyoming. We're going to move on now to KMAR. KMAR is a new signal covering Winsboro, Louisiana, and Franklin County. They've got their own jingle bed. This has become my new favorite jingle bed. You'll see why here in just a second. We're going to open up a pre-created multi-track template session for KMAR. There it is, the first track. In track 1, the music bed. My voice there in track 2 with some denoise and some mastering on it. This one airs, let's see, this evening, okay? Doesn't say exactly when, but it has to be due by 5 p.m., so we're good. All right, we want to make sure we put the Friday evening forecast for this day name. What does that mean? The station asks that we say the day name. So if you're doing a Wednesday midday feed for, say, this Wednesday afternoon, KMAR weather for the went this at the end there. Jingled weather followed by 24 weather voiceover with music at the end. Okay, this doesn't make sense the way they've got this. Look at the open here with me. We'll switch to the forecast view. In the top, they say the opener says, in the KMAR Weather Center, here is your day name. So we would say Friday evening forecast for this Friday evening. Do they want this at the end then? That would be down here. That's not right. So I guess we could say, here is your Friday. Here is your, that doesn't make sense, for this Friday evening. All right, I guess they're just giving us a couple different versions. That's the way I'm interpreting this. If you think I'm incorrect, please correct me in the comment section. Let's put 24 seconds on the clock and see what we can do for Winsboro, Louisiana. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Friday evening forecast. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms likely tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with a low temperature around 59. It will be cloudy again on your Saturday afternoon, a high reaching near 67, and mostly cloudy skies expected Saturday night, a low of 78 degrees. On your Sunday, sunny with a high of 78. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, it's okay. Not quite thrilled with the forecast, but we'll keep it. We'll switch here to the Adobe Editing view here. Trim it up, pull her back. This is funky here, and then my favorite new read, or my favorite new music bed. Let me show you why as I unmute the music bed. We're going to do some funkiness here to it. Let's mute this. Right there is where the voice needs to begin. And that doesn't give me a second out. Let's trim it. Pull her over. Mm-hmm. 1 second. Unmute the music bed. Let's see what happens here. Bounce down both the audio files together. Let's hear it. In the KMAR Weather Center, here is your Friday evening forecast. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms likely tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with a low temperature around 59. It will be cloudy again on your Saturday afternoon, a high reaching near 67. And mostly cloudy skies expected Saturday night, a low of 78 degrees. On your Sunday, sunny with a high of 78. That's a look at your KMAR weather. Okay, that's pretty good. Sounds pretty good. I just like that jingle bed. It's got a nice little kind of funky. I love where they come in and sing and then they drop back out. That's pretty sweet. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to go ahead and save this file to KMAR. Overriding yesterday's MP3 weather forecast for the radio station there in Louisiana. Copy and paste. Come on now, guys. Let's name it the right name. There we go. KMAR FMEV. Overriding yesterday's forecast. We'll flip over here to the left side of the screen and we'll find it. KMAR. KMAR weather. All right, and send it via FTP over the internet. On time, good job. And guys, that is going to be it for today's edition of the Radio Guy. Make sure that you give us some love and shares on the way out. If you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube, we're going to do it again on Monday morning at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Check us out also on Instagram now, @Radio Guy. We'd love to engage with you via social media. We'll do it again on Monday. You take care of yourselves this weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.